The phone rang at 3:17 a.m. Bruce Lee wasn't sleeping anyway. When he picked up, the voice on the other end was weak, trembling. "Little dragon, I'm dying, and I need to tell you the truth before it's too late." Bruce gripped the phone tighter. It was Master Yip Man, and what he was about to say would shatter everything Bruce thought he knew. Los Angeles, California, March 17, 1972. Bruce sat up in bed. Linda stirred but didn't wake. He walked to the window, phone cord stretching. "Sifu, what's wrong?" Master Yip Man's breath rattled. 79 years old, throat cancer, dying in Hong Kong, 8,000 miles away. "Little dragon, I don't have much time. Days, maybe. Before I go, there's something I must tell you. Something I've hidden for 23 years. Bruce's stomach tightened. "What is it?" "Not on the phone. Come to Hong Kong. Now. What I need to tell you, it will change everything. Your training, your philosophy. Your father." Bruce felt cold. "My father, what does he have to do with this?" "Room 447, Queen Elizabeth Hospital. Come alone, tell no one. This secret, people have died to keep it hidden." The line went dead. Linda's voice came from the bed. "Bruce, who was that?" "Yip Man, he's dying. I need to go to Hong Kong, now." Bruce Lee boarded that plane thinking he was saying goodbye. He had no idea he was flying toward a secret that would rewrite his entire past. 14 hours in the air. Bruce couldn't focus. His mind circled. Your father. Everything. His father, Li Hoi Chuen, had died in a famous opera star. What secret could involve him? Bruce pulled out his notebook, found an old entry from 1959. "Father told me, you have fire in your blood, just like your grandfather. That fire will make you great or destroy you." I asked about grandfather. He changed the subject. His grandfather, Li Jun-biu, died in 1943. The family never talked about him. He was a merchant. He traveled. Nothing real. Another memory. 1962. His mother's letter. "Visited your grandfather's grave. He would be proud." Or perhaps conflicted. Conflicted. Why? Hong Kong, 11:42 p.m. Bruce took a taxi straight to the hospital. 4th floor. Fluorescent lights buzzing. The smell of death. Room 447. Door ajar. "Sifu, come in, little dragon." Bruce wasn't prepared for what he saw. And he definitely wasn't prepared for the stranger in the corner. Someone who looked like a ghost from his nightmares. Yip Man looked small. Cancer had eaten him away. But his eyes burned with urgency. In the corner sat a stranger. Late 60s. Scarred face. A twisted burn from ear to neck. His eyes. Bruce felt recognition he couldn't explain. "Sit," Yip Man said. "We don't have time." Bruce sat, watching the stranger. "Who is this?" "Chen Wei Ming." "The reason I called you." Yip Man took a labored breath. "Bruce, your grandfather didn't die in 1943. He was murdered, assassinated by a secret society called the Red Pole Brotherhood." Bruce felt the floor drop. "What?" Chen spoke, voice rough. "Your grandfather was my Sifu. He taught me from 1938 to 1943. He was killed because he protected a martial arts technique so dangerous it was banned in 1887. Dim Mak, the death touch. Dim Mak isn't real. It's real, Chen said. Your grandfather mastered it. When the Brotherhood tried to steal his research to weaponize it, he refused, so they killed him." Bruce looked at Yip Man. "Is this true?" Yip Man nodded. "Your father told me on his deathbed in 1965. Made me swear never to tell you. He feared they'd come after you. Then why now?" Chen pulled out a photograph. Bruce teaching in Los Angeles. Recent. Written on back in red ink. He has his grandfather's hands. We're watching. Bruce's blood ran cold. "They've always known about you," Chen said. "But now you're influential. Dangerous. They think you inherited your grandfather's knowledge. But I don't believe that." Chen pulled out a small leather journal. Ancient. Worn. Handed it to Bruce. Bruce opened it. Chinese characters. Body diagrams with marked points. On the inside cover. "For my grandson Bruce Lee. May he have the wisdom to know when knowledge should remain hidden." Bruce's hands trembled. "He knew, before I was born. Your grandfather had visions," Yip Man said. "He dreamed of a dragon from his bloodline. He believed that was you." Bruce Lee opened the first page. What he read made him drop the journal in horror. The journal hit the floor. Chen picked it up calmly. "What did you see?" Yip Man asked. Bruce's voice was hollow. "Heart stop strike. How to stop a human heart with one touch. The knowledge isn't evil, but in wrong hands. Your grandfather didn't create it," Yip Man said. "He discovered it. Dim Mak existed for 1,000 years. He compiled it, then tried to destroy it, but he preserved it instead." Chen nodded. "Because total destruction is impossible, someone would rediscover it. So he created a safeguard. The last third," he flipped pages, explains antidotes, how to revive, how to defend. Bruce found the section. countermeasures and reversals. Why give this to me? Chen walked to the window. The Brotherhood has fragments. 3 months ago, they got a Forbidden City scroll. 40% of the complete system. How do you know? Chen turned, touching his scar. I was one of them, age 16 to 34. I was there when they killed your grandfather. I watched them torture him for 3 hours. His voice cracked. I tried to stop them. They threw me off a building. Your grandfather's dying words told me where he'd hidden the journal. Bruce felt sick. You watched him die. I've spent 29 years atoning. Silence. Just the heart monitor beeping. What do you want from me? The Brotherhood knows you exist, Chen said. That photo is a message. They'll approach you, offer money. When you refuse, they'll take the journal by force. I don't have it. You do now. Chen gestured to the book. I'm dying too. Lung disease. 6 months. I can't protect it anymore. What if I destroy it? They'll still come, Chen said. They'll assume you memorized it. You're the biggest loose end. So I'm dead either way. No. Yip Man's voice strengthened. Study the defenses. Master the counters. When they come, you'll be ready. Bruce left at dawn carrying the journal, but he didn't know someone was already following, someone who would force him to use what he'd learned. Hong Kong dawn. Bruce hailed a taxi. Peninsula Hotel. A black Mercedes followed. 3 cars back. When the taxi turned, it followed. Bruce's training kicked in. Change of plans. Temple Street Market. The Mercedes followed. Bruce disappeared into the crowded market, found a tea house, sat facing the door. 10 minutes later, a man entered, late 40s, expensive suit, sat at Bruce's table without asking. Mr. Lee, Jiang Han, we'll pay $5 million for the journal. American. No questions. Not interested. Jiang's smile faded. We know Chen gave it to you. Take the money or we take it by force. You get hurt, maybe killed. Why die for a book you didn't know existed yesterday? Because it's not yours. Your grandfather was stubborn, cost him his life. Don't make the same mistake. Bruce stood. Tell your Brotherhood the journal will never be yours. Bruce Lee said that. Jiang's hand moved inside his jacket. Bruce walked out the back, found another taxi, called his friend David Lin, a physician. David, I need a place. No questions. You know where I am. Bruce arrived 30 minutes later, locked himself in the guest room. For 40 hours he barely slept, barely ate. He read with complete focus, life and death focus. The Dim Mak techniques were horrifying, precise, scientific. His grandfather had been a genius. Every technique documented perfectly. Angles, pressure, timing, but the countermeasures showed his grandfather's true intent. Every killing technique had a revival technique. Every attack had a defense, balance, life and death, yin and yang. Page 127. A note in his grandfather's hand. Dim Mak is not power, it is responsibility. The knowledge of how to kill must be paired with wisdom not to. Use this for murder, you dishonor us. Use it to save lives, defend the innocent, you honor us. Choose wisely. Nil JB. Bruce closed the journal. 40 hours passed. He'd memorized the key techniques, the defenses, the revivals. His decision was made. He wouldn't give the journal to the Brotherhood, but he wouldn't hide either. He would face them. End this. Bruce walked out ready for war. But Yip Man had already set in motion a plan that would save Bruce's life, at the cost of Yip Man's final days. Bruce returned to the hospital. Yip Man was weaker. Hours left, not days. Sifu, I'm giving you something. Bruce held up the journal. I memorized what I need. But this, it's too dangerous. I'm destroying it. No. Yip Man's hand shot out, gripped Bruce's wrist. If you destroy it, they'll kill you to ensure no copies exist. But if it survives, they'll keep you alive. Negotiate. You become valuable instead of a loose end. I won't spend my life running. You won't have to. Yip Man released him. Chen and I planned. There's a way out. Chen emerged from the corner. Hong Kong police have an anti-triad unit. We've been feeding them information for 3 months. Names, operations, evidence. Why didn't you mention this? We needed you to have the journal first. We needed bait. Yip Man coughed. Tomorrow morning meet Jiang Han. Peninsula Hotel lobby. Public. Crowded. Tell him you'll negotiate. I won't give them the journal. You won't have to. When Jiang arrives with Brotherhood associates, the police will be there. Mass arrests. We decapitate their Hong Kong operations. Bruce understood. You're using me as bait. As the final piece, Chen said. The journal draws them out. Your presence makes it irresistible. Police get the biggest bust in Triad history. And after? They have international reach. After, Yip Man whispered, you do what you've always done. Teach. Make movies. Live. But now you understand the darkness. You're prepared. The journal stays hidden. Passed to someone trustworthy when you die. Generation to generation. Never used. Just insurance. Bruce looked at the journal. His grandfather's life work, a burden and a gift. Who do I pass it to? Someone you trust completely. Yip Man smiled weakly. Your grandfather chose me. I chose Chen. Chen chose you. The chain continues. Next morning, Peninsula Hotel lobby. Bruce sat in an expensive suit, calm, journal in a briefcase, plainclothes police positioned everywhere, 6 officers, exits, elevators, front desk. Zhang Han arrived at 10 a.m., 3 armed men with him. You're being smart, Zhang said. Let's discuss terms. Before we do, Bruce said loudly, I want to confirm you're representing the Red Pole Brotherhood. I want to make sure I'm negotiating with the right organization. Zhang's eyes narrowed. He sensed the trap, started to stand. Too late. Police. Nobody move. Chaos. Shouting. Zhang's men reached for weapons. Swarmed. Handcuffs. 6 arrests here. Simultaneous raids across Hong Kong. 23 total arrests. Bruce walked out calmly. Chen was waiting. It's done. Their Hong Kong operations are finished. And the other cells? Will take time, but we cut off the head. Bruce nodded. Yip Man? Died 3 hours ago. Peacefully. He waited to hear the arrests went smoothly. Then he let go. The grief hit. His master. Gone. He wanted you to have this. Chen handed Bruce an envelope. Inside, Yip Man's handwriting. Little dragon, thank you for coming, for being brave enough to face the truth. Your grandfather made difficult choices. Your father carried terrible secrets. You will forge a new path. The journal is yours. Use it to defend. Never attack. Teach wisdom with technique. Remember, the greatest lesson is knowing when not to fight. I am proud to have been your Sifu. Be water, my friend. Yip Man. Bruce stood on the Hong Kong street, letter in hand, tears on his face. Tourists passed. Cars honked. Life continued. Chen touched Bruce's shoulder. What will you do? Go home. To Linda. My children. Make movies. Teach. Live my life. Bruce looked at the briefcase. But I'll be ready. Always ready. Not fear. Not paranoia. Just readiness. And the journal gets locked away, studied occasionally, passed on when right, but never used for killing. My grandfather created a key to death. I'll make it a key to life instead. The defenses, the healing, the philosophy. That's what matters. Chen nodded. Your grandfather would be proud. I hope so. They shook hands. 2 men connected by tragedy and secrets. Bruce walked toward the airport, toward home, toward the future. White text on black. Master Yip Man died March 1972, at 10:47 a.m. His funeral was attended by thousands. Bruce Lee was first to arrive, last to leave. Chen Wei-ming died 8 months later from lung disease. His final words, tell little dragon he carries his grandfather's wisdom, not his burden. The journal remained in Bruce Lee's possession until his death July 20, 1973. Its current location is unknown. Some believe Linda Lee inherited it. Others claim it was destroyed. The truth remains a mystery. The Red Pole Brotherhood's Hong Kong operations never recovered from the 1972 arrests. The organization exists in fragments but no longer poses the threat it once did. Bruce Lee never spoke publicly about his grandfather's past, but in private notes discovered after his death, he wrote, knowing how to kill makes you dangerous. Knowing how to kill but choosing not to makes you wise. My grandfather understood this. Now I do too. Final image, Bruce Lee training, focused, powerful, but his face shows not aggression, just perfect calm. Voiceover, Bruce Lee's actual voice. The best fighter is someone who can adapt to any style. But more important than any technique is the wisdom to know when fighting is necessary and when it is not. Be water. End.